Did you know that the average person spends up to 2 hours a day on social media, often exposed to subtle messages about sexuality and attractiveness? This constant exposure is shaping our views in ways we might not realize. Many of us find our perceptions of sexuality and attractiveness being influenced by what we see on social media, from perfect bodies to ideal relationships, subtly programming our understanding of what's desirable. Typically, advice revolves around limiting social media use or following more realistic accounts, but these don't address the deeper issue: the subtle ways social media affects our subconscious mind and perceptions of sexuality. The core issue isn't just exposure to these images and ideas, but how social media uses algorithms to constantly feed us content that shapes our perceptions, often without us even realizing it. The real solution lies in becoming more media literate and critical of the content we consume, understanding the intentions behind these images and messages, and learning to separate realistic expectations from digitally enhanced realities. An exercise to try is to consciously note each post that relates to sexuality or attractiveness on social media, asking yourself, is this realistic? What message is it trying to convey? How does it make me feel? I remember feeling inadequate scrolling through social media, but when I started analyzing the content critically, I realized much of it was unrealistic, and this understanding gradually changed my perception. I encourage you to try this exercise for a week. It might feel challenging at first, but understanding the media's influence on our perceptions is the first step towards freeing ourselves from unrealistic standards. Remember, social media is a curated, algorithm-driven world. Understanding this can empower us to reclaim our perceptions of sexuality and attractiveness. Let's start this journey of awareness together. You're not just consuming content, you're learning to see through it. Continuing this journey of awareness, it's crucial to recognize the impact of these social media portrayals not just on our individual self-esteem, but also on our collective understanding of sexuality and relationships. As we delve deeper, we uncover the pervasive nature of these influences. They don't just stop at our screens, they infiltrate our real-life interactions and expectations. This digital seduction is more than just images. It's a narrative that's being woven into the very fabric of our social consciousness. By actively engaging in media literacy, we're not only protecting ourselves but also contributing to a broader cultural shift. This shift involves challenging the norms and stereotypes that have been perpetuated by these platforms. It's about creating a space where diverse representations of beauty, sexuality, and relationships are not just accepted but celebrated. It's also about questioning the role of social media companies and the algorithms they use, which often prioritize engagement over well-being. As we become more aware, we start to demand content that uplifts rather than diminishes, that reflects diversity rather than narrow standards of attractiveness. The power lies in our choices. The accounts we follow, the content we engage with, and the conversations we have both online and offline. Through these actions, we start to build a digital landscape that mirrors the complexity and richness of real life, rather than a distorted version of reality. So, as you continue to navigate the digital world, remember that every click, every like, every share is a vote for the kind of world you want to see. You have the power to shape not only your own perception, but also influence the digital environment around you. As we become more conscious of the content we consume and share, we're not just passive observers but active participants in shaping a more balanced and authentic digital world. This journey of awareness also extends to recognizing the influence of these portrayals on younger generations, who are growing up in a world where digital interactions are the norm. It becomes crucial to guide and educate them about the impact of social media on self-image and relationships. This education is not just about warning them of the dangers, but also empowering them with the skills to navigate the digital world critically and thoughtfully. Moreover, this journey is also about finding and striking a balance. While we advocate for a healthier digital space, we also need to embrace the positive aspects of social media. It's a platform that offers incredible opportunities for learning, connecting, and expressing ourselves. The goal is not to demonize social media, but to use it in a way that enriches our lives without distorting our perceptions. In this process, let's also celebrate small victories. Whether it's a day spent without falling into the scroll hole, a conversation that helped someone view themselves more positively, or a moment where we chose to embrace our authentic selves over a filtered version. These victories, though small, are significant steps towards breaking the cycle of digital seduction. As part of this collective journey, it's important to foster environments, both online and offline, where open and honest conversations about these issues can take place. Sharing experiences, challenges, and insights not only helps in spreading awareness, but also builds a support system for those struggling with the impact of social media on their perception of sexuality and self-worth. In conclusion, this journey of redefining our perceptions in the age of digital seduction is a continuous and evolving process. It calls for mindfulness, critical thinking, and active participation in shaping the digital landscape. By making conscious choices, educating the younger generations, celebrating the positives, and engaging in meaningful conversations, we can gradually transform the way social media influences our perceptions of sexuality, beauty, and self-worth. Let's embrace this journey with optimism and determination, knowing that each one of us plays a vital role in creating a healthier, more authentic, and inclusive digital world.